attach me with something, and I go, whoop, whoop, and here comes Kevin, and I go like this, and then here comes Jack, and here, oh boy, I'm in trouble. I better try to make my first motion accurate, so I get rid of him or disable him in some way, or hostage him in some way. All right, so here comes Jack, I go like this, and I moved it away from Kevin, I hit Kevin, yeah, all right? Now, this is not easy. You have to read them as if they're one opponent, which means you cannot keep them on the outer edges of the triangle, of which you're the apex, right? And they're the two base points. You've got to squeeze in those base points. So if he hits me from here, what I don't want is, I got rid of him. Ooh, I got rid of right? 2 base points, as Bill suggested earlier, your eyes go like this. That's not going to work. So use peripheral vision. Bring him in. Now, I've got a very narrow base point, making my triangle almost a straight line. Alternately, if I hostage him, I'm also making him a straight line.
Sorry, I'm tapping you.
Or, if I structured him, he's as good as hostage, I'm making him a straight line. Right? Okay? Now, all these skills haven't been taught to you directly. What has been taught to you is go like this. Right? See if you can discover how to do something like this without forcing it, without using muscle, just flowing using the same type of stuff. Now, if they come in, let's say, at 245 rather than 90, which is harder, and your back is against an imaginary wall. You don't have to actually use the wall. All right? And they're going to come in with 1 blow apiece, and then they can hit you a second time if you haven't disabled them. All right? So, I can tell Kevin can hit me, right? But I like that because he's going to jump over top. I see how I brought them together? That makes them one person in terms of limbs. Jack couldn't kick me. His weight was on his legs. Once I received Kevin's blow, he only had 1 blow to hit me with. I was waiting for it. Easy? No. But logical. Okay, one last example. Oh, by the way, use peripheral vision. And how do you use peripheral vision? Look down at a triangle so that you can see peripherally. We ought to think of a clever name for this seminar. What do you think? Maybe circle defense? Square defense? Or trilateral commission? Now, I know when a guy attacks you and you do this stuff, they're going to have one of 2 responses. Oh, there was a mistake. I would have gotten him. Let me try it again. Or they're going to go, what the? What? Okay? I don't know what they're going to do, but I do know this, and I think Kevin and other people who have watched me from the outside before they join the club can say, that can't be right. Do it to me. And then they do it to them and go, damn, that works. I know Captain told me once, she saw a tape and she said, that can't happen. But Kevin was falling. And I know Kevin wouldn't fall for anybody. But he was falling. So it had to have worked. So you have to invest in weakness. He hits me. I go like this. I shift back. He hits me again. I lift my heel. Here's what I see happening. Right? Now look. Am I working? No. Work is a 4-letter word. Okay?
Hey.
So you'll try. Make soft. Okay? All right, go. Previously we found out what the problems were, and we tried to solve those problems, right? But if you ignore the solutions, you're going to end up with the same problems. Well, as soon as that happens, you know what the solution was. You may have to go back and videotape replay and say, I should have done this. Can't necessarily erase it. But you know, bend at the waist, put your hands on his face. If necessary, move your leg to another place. Now, we're not going to attack the lower body, so you probably won't have to displace your feet. All right, so we'll go slow motion. Here comes Mehdi. See that motion right to his. Now here comes Jack. It took two motions, one block and one strike, but I went right to his face. Now I'm going to hostage Jack. Okay? And block Kevin arm with Jack. Hit Manny to his face. Okay? Okay? Nice and slow. Alright?